After hiding for nearly 20 years, a legend is making a comeback. The Ford Excursion, the largest SUV Ford has ever built, is returning for 2026. And let me be absolutely clear, this is not some stretched expedition with a new badge slapped on the back. This is the rebirth of a heavy-duty giant, an SUV that is bigger, bolder, and stronger than anything else on the road today. If you thought modern SUVs were getting too big, you haven't seen anything yet. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Ford is betting that America is ready for something truly massive again. If you remember the original Excursion from the early 2000s, you know it was not just another family vehicle. It was built on a Super Duty truck chassis, it seated up to 9 people, and it could tow like a legitimate workhorse. Critics back then said it was excessive, too big, too thirsty, and completely unnecessary. But fans loved it. They saw it as the ultimate do-it-all machine, equal parts people hauler, towing rig, and road warrior. When Ford discontinued it in 2005, it left a hole in the market that nothing else could truly fill. The Expedition got bigger over the years, and the Expedition Max stretched even longer, but neither one captured that Super Duty toughness and absolute massive scale of the original Excursion. And now, in a world where giant SUVs and luxury off-roaders are hotter than ever, the Excursion's return feels like absolutely perfect timing. Look around. The Cadillac Escalade is bigger than ever. The GMC Yukon XL dominates its segment. The Jeep Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer are printing money for Stellantis. Luxury buyers want space, capability, and presence. They want vehicles that make a statement. Ford sees this trend and they're going all in. The 2026 Excursion isn't just joining the party, it's showing up to dominate it. This is Ford saying we invented the full-size SUV segment, and we're about to remind everyone why we're still the best at it. So, what is new this time around? Early reports suggest the 2026 Excursion will absolutely dwarf anything else in Ford's lineup. Even the Expedition Max, which already feels massive, will look small next to it. We are talking about a wheelbase stretching past 137 inches, longer than a Chevy Suburban and possibly wider too. This is not just big for an SUV, this is category redefining. Park one next to a mid-size crossover, and the Excursion will look like a skyscraper towering over a townhouse. The physical presence alone will turn heads everywhere it goes. This is not an SUV that blends into traffic. This is an SUV that creates its own lane. Let's put this in perspective. A standard Chevy Suburban, which most people consider huge, has a wheelbase around 134 inches. The Excursion is going to exceed that. Overall length could push past 230 inches. That's over 19 feet of vehicle. Width might approach 80 inches without mirrors, making it genuinely wider than most parking spaces are designed for. Height with roof rails could clear 78 inches, taller than many garage doors. These aren't just numbers. These dimensions create a road presence that is unlike anything else in the consumer vehicle market. When an Excursion pulls up behind you at a stoplight, you will know it. When it parks next to you, your vehicle will look like a toy. Let us talk power, because what is an Excursion without brute strength? The base engine is rumored to be Ford's 7.3-liter Godzilla V8, pumping out 430 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. That alone is plenty for towing, hauling, or just flexing muscle on the highway. This is the same engine Ford uses in their Super Duty trucks, and it has earned a reputation for being absolutely bulletproof. It's a pushrod design, simple, reliable, and built to last hundreds of thousands of miles. No turbos to fail, no complicated variable valve timing, just a massive naturally aspirated V8 that makes power the old-fashioned way. For many buyers, this will be the perfect engine. It provides more than enough capability for most towing scenarios. It runs on regular gasoline, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. But here is where things get absolutely wild. Insiders are hinting at a 6.6-liter Power Stroke turbo diesel option. If that happens, we are talking about torque numbers well past 1,000 pound-feet. Let me repeat that. Over 1,000 pound-feet of torque, that is pickup truck territory in an SUV body. Boats, campers, horse trailers, you name it. The Excursion could drag it without breaking a sweat. The diesel option would also dramatically improve fuel economy, especially when towing. While the gas V8 might return low teens when pulling heavy loads, the diesel could potentially stay in the high teens or even low 20s. Over the life of ownership, that difference adds up to thousands of dollars. Plus, diesel engines are known for longevity. A well-maintained power stroke can easily exceed 300,000 miles, making the Excursion a legitimate investment that could serve your family for decades. Towing capacity is expected to exceed 10,000 pounds, potentially reaching 12,000 or more with the diesel and proper equipment. That puts it in the same league as heavy-duty pickups while offering enclosed, climate-controlled space for passengers. Payload capacity should clear 2,000 pounds, meaning you can load it with people and cargo without worrying about exceeding limits. Four-wheel drive will be standard or available across the lineup, giving you confidence in bad weather and off-road situations. This is capability that redefines what a family SUV can actually do. This is not compromise. This is pure capability. You are not choosing between passenger comfort and work capability. You are getting both at the absolute maximum level. Step inside, and the story gets even better. This will be the most spacious SUV cabin Ford has ever built, seating for up to 8 passengers with third-row legroom, so generous it might make first-row riders jealous. Premium materials, leather upholstery, real wood or aluminum trim, and available heated, ventilated, and even massaging seats will make every journey comfortable. A panoramic sunroof will stretch across the roof, flooding the cabin with light and making the interior feel even more expansive. A high-end audio system, likely a premium B&O or Bang & Olufsen setup, will transform road trips into rolling concerts. Multiple USB ports, wireless charging pads, and rear-seat entertainment screens will keep everyone connected and entertained. The 2026 Ford Excursion proves that bigger really is better when executed right. It refuses to compromise and refuses to apologize. It breaks the rules and rewrites what an SUV can be. This is not a vehicle for everyone, and Ford knows that. But for the people who need maximum space, maximum capability, and maximum presence, nothing else will come close. The Excursion is back, and it is ready to dominate. If you want updates on pricing, trim levels, and release dates, links are in the description. Subscribe because we will be covering this beast extensively as launch approaches. Thanks for watching, and get ready for the return of a legend.